a few weeks ago about Fountain of Youth, and I asked you to highlight one thing about the film. You said it was fun. Let's do the same with Echo Valley. If you have to highlight one thing about it, what would it be?
It's the fact that it's a twisty, turny thriller that has depth. I think that's an amazing combination of things. A lot of twisty, turny thrillers are just twisty, turny thrillers. A lot of films that have a lot of depth can be less entertaining on a minute-to-minute basis. I think this does both all the way through, and I think that combination is fantastic.
In The Patient, you played a serial killer. In Fountain of Youth, an evil billionaire, and now in Echo Valley, an ambitious drug dealer. Are you comfortable with taking on the role of the villain or the dark character?
Definitely, I really enjoy it. Like I think this one probably has more in common with The Patient than with Fountain of Youth, but I think there's something wonderful about going in and just being in charge in a scene. Like in those scenes, he is the one with the power and he enjoys using it on people. And it's actually a very, it's mad because he's a horrible person. He does horrible things, but it actually, you get out a lot of your demons during the day and it feels good going home in the evening. It's a bizarre combination, but yeah, I really enjoy it.
Tell us about your character, Jackie. He's not the stereotypical drug dealer we might imagine. How did you shape his personality? How did you build in him from the inside out?
Yeah, that process was really interesting. I mean, I watched a lot of interviews. I watched a few documentaries. We had a consultant on the film who'd actually worked through the story and stuff like that with Brad, called Chief Dave, who's the chief of police. So I talked to him and he brought me to a couple of neighborhoods and showed me around just to get a sense of the worlds that Jackie would be coming from. And that's all very sad. That's all real stuff. He's coming from a place where dealing drugs and fentanyl is not new and there's a lot of heroin around. That's really dark territory and you cannot be glib about that. But then his effect in the film is really strong. And so he needs to enjoy being the bully. He gets bullied himself, you think, but that we don't see that on screen. That happens elsewhere. And so he has to enjoy the time when he gets to be in charge. And so I think it was finding a person who would enjoy that. That was the key to the whole thing.
Jackie thinks he's the smartest person in the room, but if the film makes one thing clear, is that middle-aged women should never be underestimated. Do you think society still underestimates it?
I mean, I think Jackie finds out the hard way, not a good idea. So yeah, I mean, I hope not. I think it would be a stupid way for society to behave. But I think that's one of the joys of the film is I think even as an audience, we can underestimate Kate and Claire at times. And I think you do that at your peril, especially with Juliana's such an amazing actress. It's such a roller coaster for her character. I think by the end, it's anyway, I don't want to give any spoilers, but I think the shape of the film is really, really strong. Yeah.
You have talked about Julianne Moore. What was it like working with a legend like her? What did you learn from her?
It was incredible to work with her. She is a giant in cinema, has been in some of the best films ever made. She's wonderful in all those films. It's not like she's just a small part of them. And so I think, in terms of what I learned from it, she's diligent, but she's easy to be around. She's a force. I can't copy her because I will be bad at copying her, but she's a joy to work with. And I think that's a nice thing. If you can be easy to work with, I think it's always the best choice. And she's very, very easy to work with. She's lovely with the crew. She's nice to be around. And that's amazing. And then when they call action, she's just insane. She's done the work. So yeah, I don't know if I learned that, but it was pretty great to witness it.